lot of the audit work, the internal audit work that we perform, whether it's accounting functions, internal corporate governance, or looking at material weaknesses or internal controls, you've been challenged with that. So how do we get in a position where we get the controller's office and that function that we have in a better position? It is the watchdog. It is the independent agency that does a lot of really good things to identify the city's internal controls.
You know, I'm independently elected, but unfortunately, I don't have direct control over my budget. That goes through this body and is under control of the administration. So, you know, we have, I think, almost every single year, I've been now in the 8th year as controller, talked either individually or as a body to y'all about increasing the audit division budget. If you look at Dallas, for example, which the population is a little over $1 million, I think they have 20 auditors. We've got 10 people, less than 10 people on our audit staffs.
You know, I definitely support more audits happening in the city, and had that budget amendment last budget cycle to add more auditors. Unfortunately, it was ruled out of order, but definitely something I think that we should continue looking at. One of the reasons why I keep pushing for the sunset review process is because of the automatic trigger that after the audit, it would automatically come to council for some kind of vote to implement the changes that the audit found. And so I'm wondering, in the other cities that have more auditors and do this more regularly, are there any kind of automatic triggers in those cities?
Some of the other cities in Texas do have a provision like this, but again, I think ultimately, you know, the goal should be to, as you mentioned in your amendment, to increase the resources, because we could take on a little bit more of that governance for the follow-ups and for the implementation.